Hello, this is Danielle, and I am presenting my CMS project for the Designing and Developing Online Learning class. I am the director of the Post-Secondary Enrollment Options Program here at the University of Minnesota, the PSEO program that allows juniors and seniors in high school to take college courses on the University of Minnesota campus. We have 3 full-time advisors and about 500 new students every semester. So we need a quick and efficient way to get students oriented to the university, both to the classes that they're going to be taking and to things that they will need to know as a student. We have split orientation into 2 sections. One is an online orientation that gives them a really quick and dirty beginning university ideas, mostly preparing them for registration. And then the second part comes later in the summer, and they come back onto campus for more of the what it means to be a student on campus kind of orientation. So this first part, the online orientation, I did originally create as a website. I did this last year, and it did work out pretty well overall. I was able to use this website in a way to get the information out that we needed, but also to use the sidebars on either side to add additional information. So they have links here that will take them to almost everything they need to know, but these different ideas also come up in different parts of the orientation as well. So for instance, the placement information that they find here is the same information that they would get to on the placement site. I used the sidebars to get additional information in, so perhaps links to handouts that gives them classes they may or may not take, or in some cases it was simply just information that we needed to let them know. I also enjoyed using the website to create things like this jQuery checklist, and I was having fun with the FAQ at the end of the orientation also. So that was one of the things I did like a lot about the website. However, this website does have some flaws. I am the only one who knows how to change information on this website. So if something needs to be changed and I am not around, then we need to wait, or there's a delay in getting the changes done. So the biggest thing that we need is a way to have the orientation available to the rest of my staff for changing information as need be. What I chose for this class, and then what I want to do for my own job, is moving the website that I just showed you onto a platform like Moodle. I chose Moodle for this particular exercise, but also for my work, because it is a CMS that the university does support. There are classes that I can send my staff to for training, so they'll know how to manipulate the system. It is also something that our students may be familiar with already from their high schools, but if they're not, then this will give them a good sense of what Moodle is like, because they will be using it in their classes. So that's a highlight of why I selected Moodle. The syllabus, or structure of the course as it were, is actually found in the different units that are part of the orientation. Right now it looks like I have about 9 that are there, although I'm saving room for more because I am always adding new things as it comes up, but this would be just the straightforward transfer from the original website. For this course, the module or section I wanted to highlight was the scheduling classes one. I put an overview video of the section on this one. I don't know if I will need to do this for all of the modules. For instance, the one previous to that, the one-stop overview, probably won't need an introductory video on its own, but I did want to put this video on to highlight what this particular section offers. Some of the things that I found problematic with using Moodle was that I didn't know where or how to put all of the information in. As an orientation, it is somewhat text heavy, and I think use of video might help with that a little bit. So I will be playing around with different video aspects to get some of this text perhaps removed and put into a video or a PowerPoint kind of presentation. But for instance, in Moodle, this section right here, I really just used as a part of the description for the title of the section. Whereas this particular chunk of material was what Moodle calls a label. So that was how I was able to format some things, but it is a little bit clunky and doesn't flow quite as smoothly as the website that I showed earlier. I did like the ease of being able to put in these links. These are simply links to tutorials that are available. One that the Office of the Registrar created and one that we have created in previous orientations. I liked being able to put different handouts into a folder, which is what this was, and my video overview does go through some of this. And then finally, I put in a forum, and this is one of the ways that I was able to put in some student interaction. I think in both this module through Moodle, as well as the online orientation, as well as the website, the orientation is actually quite text heavy. So I do need to find ways to get less text and more interaction built into the systems. One thing that the Moodle system will probably allow me to do quite nicely, though, is make each section dependent upon having completed the first one or the previous one, and I will probably put some quizzes in at the end of each section so that we can guarantee that at least some of the material has been looked at, if not absorbed. So that is just an overview of what this module is. I do welcome any questions and feedback, and if you do have any suggestions for student interaction, I really would like to hear some of that. Thank you.